sera dirigé par M. Ibrahim Khalil Traoré de la Côte d'Ivoire. Assistant 1, Abou Herman Désiré Ndo de la Côte d'Ivoire. Assistant 2, Gabriel Kwame Ganka de la Côte d'Ivoire. Quatrième arbitre, bienvenue de la Côte d'Ivoire. Commissaire de match, M. Luis Manuel Carvalho Senegal du Cap-Vert. Assesseur d'arbitre,
It's Senegal against Namibia in Group H this evening. Senegal leading by 2 points from the Namibians, who are also unbeaten in this campaign. They could go top tonight if they can pull off a shock win over the Lions of Teranga. Well, there are about 2,000 fans who have been allowed into the Stade Lat Dior this evening. We are 70 kilometers east of the capital of Senegal, Dakar. Senegal are on 6 points. Maximum points so far after their wins over Congo and Togo. Namibia, meanwhile, they drew against Congo. They could have had 2 wins themselves, but they allowed their visitors to come back in what was a home tie for them, albeit not in their home country. They then pulled out a great win, 1-0. Against Togo. Senegal, though, represent a very different type of challenge. They kicked off their quest to reach back-to-back World Cups for the very first time, and 3rd overall by winning their opening 2 games in Group H last month. It was a 2-0 win versus Togo at home and a 3-1 win away in Congo. Goals from Sadio Mane, who scored in both of those games, plus strikes from Abdou Diallo Boulaïdia, who is injured and not with the Lions of Teranga this evening, and Ismaila Sarr as well, also contributing. Well, Namibia and Congo then tied for 2nd place. Senegal could seal 1st place with 2 wins over the Namibians over the next 5 days, and provided that Congo failed to beat Togo and rule themselves out of the race to get into the 3rd round of qualifying for next year's World Cup finals. However, if the Namibians can live up to the rhetoric of their moniker tonight and do to Senegal what Central African Republic did to Nigeria on Thursday, then the Brave Warriors could well replace their heavyweights posts as the group leaders. Senegal then looking to maintain their perfect record here in the group. Namibia looking to keep the momentum going with what would be, let's face it, a shock win if they manage to beat the hosts tonight. Senegal have also won 5 of these 6 matches that they have played against Namibia since the turn of the millennium. However, the defeat was in the last time they met in the COSAFA Cup earlier this year. Senegal, one of the 3 teams that have reached, 13 teams, excuse me, that have reached the World Cup in the past, and they're one of 3 teams to have reached the World Cup quarter-finals. That stunning run that saw them beat the defending champions at the time, France, in 2002 in South Korea and Japan. Last time out in Russia, they were led by their then captain, Sekou Kouyaté. Senegal were pretty unlucky not to reach the knockout stages in Russia. Joint 2nd in their group along with the Japanese, and were eliminated by virtue of a poorer fair play record. Now they start again. They've made a good start so far. And they come up against a Namibian side that is punching above their weight somewhat. They've never qualified for the World Cup, but have made 3 trips to the Africa Cup of Nations. A group stage exit each time they've gone there. They reached the quarterfinals of the Africa Nations Championship in 2018. That's the championship for players who play in their own national championships. No expats allowed. They lost 2-0 to eventual champions Morocco. And the sun coming down on this quaint little stadium. Nice warm evening. Namibia began their quest in 2019. Of course, Senegal got a bye through the first round as one of the heavyweights. Namibia starting off with a 4-1 aggregate victory over Eritrea to get into this group stage. And of course, they've gone through their first 2 games unbeaten. So they are on quite a high. They are under no illusions, though, of the task that awaits them tonight against the Senegalese side that were a little bit, well, let's say, underwhelming in their opening match, even though they won it. They have yet to really catch fire and really do justice to the kind of headlines that sees them not only going to the next World Cup, but doing some damage at it. Being expected by our referee tonight, Jean-Jacques Ngambo Ndala, from the Democratic Republic of Congo. There might not be many fans tonight, but those that are here are making plenty of noise. The loudspeaker system has also got some cranking up to do as well, apparently. So the FIFA flag comes out as usual at all of the World Cup qualifiers. A sign that we are getting serious. Only the winners of each of the 10 groups go through to the next round, so there aren't many opportunities to recover from mistakes. Kickoff is 5 minutes away. So up comes Mr. Ngambo Ndala to collect the match ball along with his assistants. Unusual entrances onto the pitch, coming up underneath it. It almost feels gladiatorial. Senegal's players coming out, looking to get 3 wins out of 3. Only Tunisia has managed to do it so far in Group B, after claiming a victory 3-0 over Mauritania, adding to the wins that they achieved already over Zambia and Equatorial Guinea. So the Namibian national anthem.
We give
national du Sénégal.
And now the national anthem of the hosts, Senegal. Something wonderfully historic sounding about those two national anthems, and now they are looking to make a little bit of modern day history up against each other. Here are the Stade Lat Dior. Two captains that come together. Referee is assisted tonight by Oliver Safari Kabene and Dadi Diasiwa. Fourth official is Yannick Malala Kabanga. They're all from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and we are almost ready to go. So then let's take a look at the sides in. Saliou Ciss comes in for Fodo Ballatore at left back tonight alongside Abou Diallo and Khalidou Koulibaly. Bouna Sarr makes his debut for Senegal, the Bayern Munich man who spent 5 years with Marseille. He comes in for Ibrahima Mbaye, who is on the bench. Crépin Diatta comes in on the right-hand side with Famora Diédhiou. Valianspor alongside Sadio Mane, their main man in attack. Boulaye Dia is injured and so is not with the party. Off we go then. Senegal with maximum points so far up against unbeaten Namibia. Maybe something has got to give tonight. Will Senegal confirm their superiority in Group H? Or will Namibia be able to perform a giant killing act? At the moment, though, it is the Senegalese who are on the attack already. Good ball down the line. Trying to look into the middle to find Elmo Kambindu. Sadio Mane hanging around there, number 10 he's wearing tonight. There is Saliou Ciss, man who plays for 2nd Division Nancy in France. And the left back penalised, so free kick to Namibia. The referee warning Virgil Vrace, reclaiming his spot tonight after recovering from COVID-19 that kept him out of the opening 2 qualifiers. There's a replacement. Lord Kansabua did a pretty good job actually, only conceding 1 goal. He's back on the bench this evening. First possession then for Namibia. Next to Rian Hanamud, the left back. He goes looking for the 2 centre forwards, Elmo Kambindu and Peter Chevalier, who's the captain as well. A bit too close to the goalkeeper. Edouard Mendy brings the kind of solidity to Senegal that other African nations can only really dream of. The Champions League winning Chelsea shot stopper, who's really made himself at home in South London. Chelsea going well in the English Premier League this season. Promises to be a titanic battle if it keeps going the way it is at the moment. Senegal boasting a spine of a team as well that is pretty well class. Mendy at the back, Abou Diallo and Kalidou Koulibaly in defence. Kouyaté, Idrissa Gueye in midfield, and then the attackers with Ismaila Sarr and Sadio Mane. Expect the pressure. Ismaila Sarr there, the Watford man, getting involved straight away. Crépin Diatta from Monaco. You'd expect him to start on the left, and he's taking a central role at the moment, and Senegal almost in. Clatter there with the Kabindu. Diallo, the Paris Saint-Germain central defender, who also plays in midfield a lot for the capital side in France. Not exactly a first choice, but he is a first choice for Senegal. With an unexpected defeat against Verde in a team that had Idrissa Gueye in it. Who's been scoring some magnificent goals this season in Liga and indeed in the Champions League as well. He scored one against Manchester City. And number 5 for the Lions of Teranga. Hard to imagine there's only 2,000 here, isn't it? The noise is already deafening, despite the fact that everybody is on this side of the pitch. Can't see anybody in the stands on the far side. Cleared by Mendy. Former Rennes man was spotted by Chelsea. And the man who took over, so Alfred Gomis, is also part of the Senegalese lineup. He was brought into Rennes from Reims to replace this man. Rennes now going fairly well in Liga as they look to get back to the sort of form that saw them go into the Champions League under Julien Stéphan before the wheels fell off in that Champions League season. He's now rebuilding with Strasbourg. And Edouard Mendy, well, he's just gone on to greater things. Here is Idrissa Gueye. Little chip dink ball forward, and he was looking there for Sadio Mane. They will be looking to use his speed. Sadio Mane recently went past 100 goals for Liverpool and is without doubt the overwhelming star in this Senegal side, in a team that boasts a firmament of stars. 5 minutes gone though, and those stars have not been able to break down the brave warriors of Namibia just yet. It is 0-0. A few players have been finding it hard to keep their feet early on here on the pitch at the Stade Lat Dior. Algeria, the side that beat Senegal in the last Africa Cup of Nations. They're growing great guns, but they are still in a battle with Burkina Faso. Both of them locked on 7 points at the top of Group A. Algeria topped by virtue of an absolute tonking that they gave Djibouti in their opening game. They gave Niger a fair dousing as well, 6-1 in their last game yesterday. Here's Koulibaly. He's taken the captain's armband away from Cheikhou Kouyaté, the man who led them to the 2018 World Cup. They were so unlucky not to get into the knockout stages. It wasn't quite the flip of a coin, but it wasn't far away. Eliminated by virtue of having a poorer fair play record than the Japanese. Not that it would have been any fairer had they gone through and the Japanese had gone out. Here they come then, Senegal on the attack, looking for Mane, not there. First chance, off the post! Great shot early on. And it's away by Rian Hamabub for a corner kick. First salvo has been shot across the bows. Virgil Vries there, didn't move. So it's going to be a Idrissa Gana Gueye to take the set piece. Not something he really does for Paris Saint-Germain. And there's a little bit of a problem in the middle. Koulibaly and Denzel Houseb just told to calm down. So right-footed then from Idrissa Gueye, and he comes right back from where it came from. And they'll all stay in the middle because I think it's gone out for another corner. Wasn't the best delivery from the midfielder. See if he can get a better delivery this time around. They're all waiting for something in the air. And again, it's not the best. Comes out to Diatta. Diatta, though, is being chased away from goal. Salou Ciss combining well. He's got the ball into the middle as well. Sadio Mane trying to go for it, and there's the first goal! And it's only taken a couple of minutes for Senegal to go in front, and Idrissa Gueye's early season scoring form just keeps on going. Well, they hit the post, and now they've scored. A great start for the Lions of Teranga. Here in Tees, the home crown happy. Well, it couldn't have started any better. And Namibia can now see the challenge that they have ahead this evening. '80-odd appearances for Idrissa Gueye. He doesn't have that many goals. But this season, he's in the mood. And it's 1-0 Senegal with 5 minutes gone. Well, he's not quite as spectacular as the ones that he scored for Paris Saint-Germain this season, but just as valuable. That celebration took so long, we're now on 10 minutes. And Senegal again on the attack. Well, was it pie in the sky to dream that Namibia could come and challenge this evening? They certainly felt that they could do something. But that's the kind of start that Senegal have been looking for. They want to hit their straps going, and they might go again. It's over the top. And Namibia are in danger of being picked apart here. Ismaila Sarr has been in fantastic form for Watford this early season. He's plenty of confidence. At that time, he just couldn't keep it down. Scored the goal against Congo. Unable to get on target this time, though. Header straight up in the air by Abdou Diallo. PSG man. There's a couple here with Idrissa Gueye. Senegal always with very strong ties to French football. Salou Ciss looks very unimpressed. reached a quarter of century of appearances for the Lions of Teranga as Saliou Ciss. Former Angers man in the past. He didn't play very much for them, but made his name much more at Valenciennes. He's been at Nancy for a couple of years now. Not one of the biggest stars of this Senegal team, but deputising for Fodo Ballo-Touré this evening. Senegal, the African Cup of Nations, are runners-up last time out, unbeaten in their last 8 matches across all competitions. And they've won the overwhelming majority of those, including the first 2 in qualifying. And they are on their way already to trying to make that 3. It's been fairly open, the group so far. As we said, only Tunisia have managed 3 in the 10 groups so far. Senegal would really send a message if they can join them. Say only the winners go through into the 3rd round of qualifying, so it is imperative that you take command. Throw in to Namibia. Almost a quarter of an hour gone, and well, Senegal doing everything that they ought to be doing. Ivan Cambiria with the throw-in, and it goes behind harmlessly from an attempted shot by Dion Hotto. Goal kick taken by Edouard Mendy. It's taken long, but it's met by the centre-back Ananias Gebhardt. Taken short. Bounassar. Came through at Reims, but made his name at Marseille until he left them last year to go to the record Bundesliga champions, where he has been trying to mix it with the likes of Manuel Neuer and Thomas Müller, and of course Robert Lewandowski. Decent ball forward into the arms of Mendy, though. Free kick, Namibia, with something to try and build upon as the night sky comes down here. We're not that far away from the Atlantic coast, just 70 kilometers or so. Still get a very sort of ocean-dominated climate in this area. As the ball comes in and it's tipped on, but no direction on the header. Namibia a little bit shocked after going behind early on to the Senegalese. When it was aimed towards the captain, Peter Chalolile. He was unable to get the required distance on it. reached 10 goals as the Mamelodi Sundowns striker who's been in good form for the dominant team in South Africa. It's well done by Vries. However, it's been given away now, and all of a sudden, back heel, good save. Senegal with another chance to score early on. Looked like a good pass from the goalkeeper, but the defender didn't deal with it. And Senegal nipped in. Kamberipa forward, but it's cut out easily by Kalidou Koulibaly, the Napoli defender. Gebhardt finds the left back, Hanamub. And no real control on the ball forward. It will be a throw-in. Aliou Cissé there. Legend for the Lions of Teranga as a player, and he's building a pretty good reputation for himself. Great ball across, and Sadio Mane, you wouldn't have been surprised if he'd managed to backheel that one in. Heading towards 80 caps now is Sadio Mane, and always makes himself available. A few of the he and Ismaila Sarr will have to go back into quarantine when they go back to England, but they always want to turn out for the national side. It's going to be a free kick then to Senegal as we approach the 20-minute mark. Taken quickly by Gay. And that was a bit odd. Ismaila Sarr had not made the run that Mane thought he was going to. Sadio Mane reached 100 goals for Liverpool by scoring against his favourite team, Crystal Palace, in the Premier League. Part of a tremendous triumvirate of attackers with Roberto Firmino, who's not quite as present this term, and of course Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian superstar forward, who was also in record-breaking form this season as well, matching the greats of the Liverpool strikers of the past and beating them as well on occasion in terms of rapidity of goals. Back it goes to Mendy from Koulibaly. Bouna Sarr, who's gone down. He did get called up by the youth outfit of Guinea. His mother is Guinean. Didn't play for them. Did turn down playing for Senegal to start with. He hoped to play for France, but hasn't broken in there, despite the fact he's now at some of the biggest clubs in Europe. However, he might have seen the promise that Senegal might be able to give him. That is not the best ball by Kouyaté. Playing for Lopi tonight. He didn't play in the victory over the victory over Congo. He did play against Togo. Gana Gueye. Forward by Assis. And now a chance. Sadio Mane stretches legs. Plays it forward, and Idrissa Gana Gueye in the middle as the ball comes in. There from Bouna Sarr getting forward from right back. And it's well taken down on that far side. Here they come. Once again, Sarr cuts back inside. Oh, the great ball in, and it's a great save from Virgil Vries. Senegal cutting Namibia open once more. However, the referee's whistle has gone. Great ball through from the Watford man. And Sadio Mane a whisker away from getting his first goal of the evening. There's a problem for Virgil Vries, the goalkeeper. Restored to the Namibia goal again this evening. Now, does he get clipped by Mane? Nothing really obvious. Well, the suggestion is that he got hit in the face, but I must admit I didn't see that as Aliou Cissé comes out to have a word and the drinks are distributed to the players. Aliou Cissé, one of the stars of that 2002 World Cup side when they made it to the World Cup for the first time and started off with that stunning win over the French. Reached the quarter-finals. And then it all went a bit quiet from them after that. Namibia trying to come forward and create something. Haven't done very much so far. Gebhardt feeds it forward into the path of Wesley Kajiteo. Long ball forward from Charles Hambira, but straight into touch. Halfway through the first half, and Senegal leading by 1-0, thanks to Idrissa Gana Gueye inside the first 10 minutes. Mane feeds it inside again. Nice little dip of the shoulder by Ismaila Sarr. Senegal in no real hurry. It's come back to Abdou Diallo. Bouna Sarr steps inside of Dion Hoto and feeds it back into the path of Koulibaly. Most of this Namibia side play inside their home country. Few stars play outside. Their biggest name and probably the biggest danger to Senegal will be Peter Shaluleli. But they need to get the ball to him in a dangerous position. That wasn't it. He took it down on the chest, but was easily dispossessed. Forward by Kajiteo. Picked up by Sis. He's put under pressure by Kambindu. Unfairly, says the referee. So we get underway with a quickly taken free kick. Little push on the Nancy man, and well, that's going to be easy decisions to make. This could be better though. Short ball, and all of a sudden Shaluleli is in. Oh no! Well, Shaluleli would have been better off shooting. Instead, he tried to square it to Elmo Kambundu, who just could not get his feet sorted out. Astonishing. Well, they aren't going to get many better chances than that against this Senegalese side. And that is a real waste. And Senegal respond immediately with Crépin Diatta. And that's a waste as well. Well, Crépin Diatta has spent most of his time at Monaco on the bench, but coming off to good effect when he does. This was the chance at the other end, though. Shaluleli there, absolutely rolling it on a plate. And I think the problem there was that Kambundu overran it. He was running so hard that he sprinted by the pass. Well, that can be taken two ways. It could be taken with hope, because at least they might be able to create something, but it depended on a mistake in passing from Senegal, or they might go into their shells. Shaluleli's come deep to pick the ball up. Fed inside by Hanamub. Gadgeteo, nowhere to go, so all the way back to the central defender, Charles Hambura, and Virgil Vries, the keeper. Virgil Vries, who plays his club football in South Africa, up against his skipper tonight for Morocco Swallows. They are up against a side who have players who play in some of the biggest teams in the world. So they are very much second best. But can they recover? Can they operate as a group? We're heading towards the half-hour point here at the Stade Lat Dior in Tees, and Senegal really are in control of this. Kalidou Koulibaly doesn't need to really go fast. Diallo. Sadio Mane comes back deep to get involved in play. Ismaila Sarr gives it to him. Goes for the return ball. The two Premier League players trying to link up, and it'll be a throw-in. Charles Hambura coming across to cover. I'm sure even Ivan Cam Beripa had gone. Bouna Sarr. And again, the turn by Kouyaté, and a chance once more, and it's wide. Real opportunity for Famora Diédhiou, one of the lesser known Senegalese starters tonight, who plays in Turkish football. Given a chance to shine there. It was a nice ball through, but it was just going too wide, and it may have bobbled there just as he took his shot. Just enough to put him off. Half an hour gone. Senegal 1, Namibia 0, and the scoreline reflects the flow of play. And Namibia trying their luck from distance. Absalem Imbondi with the long-range effort, which rather betrays really how frustrated they are in trying to get forward. Four goals also for Absalem Imbondi, who plays for United Africa Tigers in Namibia. The fact they're taking shots from distance already shows that they are not really able to break through what is a very efficient and professional Senegal side. The best crop that they've had since that 2002 side that included their coach. Got a taste of things at the Africa Cup of Nations, probably a tournament they should have won. They were very disappointing in the final against Algeria, who nevertheless deserved to win it as well. Foul by Kouyaté. Free kick to Namibia. There's Dion Hotto standing over the ball. The Orlando Pirates man raises an arm and hoping to find a head, wearing a blue shirt. Here it comes, and it's out, but not completely. Needs a second kick from the penalty area to play it safe for Senegal. It'll be a throw-in, and Hotto was run back to take it. It didn't look totally legal, but the referees let it go. Nicely picked out by Shalolile. Kambindu runs back into the box, hoping for the ball into the middle. Idrissa Gana Gueye comes out and makes the challenge, but it'll go behind off him for a corner kick. Namibia are unbeaten in their last 5 matches in all competitions, dating back to a 1-0 defeat against Tanzania in the African Nations Championship. They're behind here now. The corner is not a good one, and it's easily cleared by Sadio Mane. I'll take the throw instead. Looking for Hotto, but he's been dispossessed by Ismaila Sarr. Senegal able to start their next attack. Still leading by 1-0. We're inside the last third of the first half, played wide by Cheikhou Kouyaté. In some senses, the wrong team has scored first. Needed Namibia to score first to really make this game come alive. This is going exactly the way Senegal wanted. Well, that was not quite what Bouna Sarr wanted. Forward he goes by Diallo into his PSG teammate Idrissa Gana Gueye, whose goal separates the two sides at the moment. That's a good ball looking for Diatta. Diatta tried the first time cross, however he couldn't get it past Ryan Hanamoub. It gives him a little shove in the back out of frustration. Hanamoub again on the ball this time. Back to the goalkeeper from Gebhardt. Vries sends it long. Picked up in the middle by the midfielder Denzel Hawaseb. Building something a little bit better, but that's easily cut out by Kalidou Koulibaly. So far, the Senegal captain and his centre-back partner Abdou Diallo have been pretty untroubled. 10 minutes to go until the break. Kouyaté to Idrissa Gana Gueye. That's a nice ball. And they are through, Senegal. This is Sarr. Gets it past Hambira, and it's out by Hanamoub. There's a Namibian player down on the far side. In fact, there's 2 down now. Hawaseb left in a heap on the floor. I can't see who the other one was. Cheikhou Kouyaté coming through the back of him, the Crystal Palace midfielder. Probably didn't enjoy that moment when Sadio Mane scored his 10th goal against Crystal Palace back in September. So helping the more diminutive Senegalese striker to reach 100 goals in the Premier League. Nice turn from Hotto. However, intercepted by Koulibaly. Hotto tries to chase back. He's being held off the ball, but he's managed to get it back anyway. Maybe if he spent a little less time complaining to the referee, he might have been able to do something better with that. But he was certainly being held off the ball, that's for sure. Faroe lost the ball, and well, Hotto hadn't made the run. The ball goes harmlessly through to Edouard Mendy, another who is going to have to isolate when he goes back to the UK. UK have changed their rules regarding travel, but they've got rid of the traffic light system, and now it's basically you're either in a red country or you can travel as freely as you want. Sadio Mane. They're using that left flank well. Ismaila Sarr into the penalty area. There's the second goal. Devastating attack. And it is Famara Djurdje who has scored. Well, they hit on the break. Sixth goal for his country. Less than 20 appearances for Senegal. And Senegal in command heading towards half-time. Good stuff from the Alan Spoor striker. And Senegal on their way to making it 3 wins in a row. Well, it was a great ball down the line that we didn't see from Sadio Mane. The set Ismaila Sarr into the box, and he absolutely nailed the cross onto the head of Famara Djurdje. And there's not really going to be any way back from this, you feel, for a Namibian side that have offered no real threat coming forward. Senegal in command. Well, it's a much better performance than we've seen in the first 2 matches already. And up against arguably the toughest opponent they've had in the group so far. Congo might beg to differ. And Edouard Mendy getting himself into a spot of bother. I think the referee is blown for a foul. He's a little fortunate. He's more upset with his defenders for passing the ball back to him like that. Peter Shalalile there, almost presented with a gift. Here they come again. It's getting a bit late to suddenly show an attacking intent. They are being forced to do it now. Shalalile. The 2-1 win for Namibia over Senegal back in July at the COSAFA Cup was the first time these 2 teams had played each other since 2016. Senegal had won all of the other games, only conceding 1 goal in those 5 previous wins. Sadio Mane and Kouyaté were on target in one of those at the African Cup of Nations back in 2015. Here comes Senegal again now. Saliou Ciss all the way through. That was almost a lovely ball. Looking for Sadio Mane in the box, and it was well spotted by Virgil Vries. Howseb, 4 minutes to go until the break. Senegal have doubled their lead. Senegal, like their opponents tonight, have only conceded 1 goal, and against the same opponent, Congo. The difference being is that they beat Congo 3-1, and Namibia could only manage a 1-1 draw. That wasn't quite what they were looking for. The game at the moment is all square between Togo and Congo. It's 1-1. Congo have had a man sent off from Mayembo. Sent off right at the end of that game. Didn't make a big difference to the result, with the goals coming in the 20th minute from Alexis Romao, back in the side after a long time. Here comes Senegal again. Good save. However, almost there, the follow-up, but Namibia managed to clear the ball. Picked up on the far side by Elmo Kimbundu, who scored against Senegal in that CASEFA Cup win in the summer. Dion Hotto there, caught on his heels with that ball forward to him. Idrissa Gueye picks it up, feeds it through to Kouate, the former West Ham United man, who seems to like it in London. He's moved from East London to South London. Crystal Palace and Chelsea have a fairly strong rivalry. Senegal pushing forward. Crépin Diatta followed into the corner flag. Monaco man does well though, feeds it back to Bouna Sarr. Into the middle, here is Sadio Mane, wants a handball, he's not going to get it. Well, he might have had 3 goals in the first half, Sadio Mane, as it is. Namibia have conceded just the 2, and he hasn't scored either of them. Koulibaly, as we head into the final minute of the first half. Here are the Stade Lat Dior. Chalalule plays it short in the end to Hauseb. Picked up on the far side by the right back, Kambaripa. Back into Hauseb again, and they are still trying to work out how to unlock this door. And, well, taking a punt from that distance probably isn't going to be enough. They've not really had anything to feed on, except for that one chance early on, which was presented to them. This is at the other end. Crépin Diatta had the chance to follow up and couldn't get there, but Sadio Mane got the shot away. Wanted handball, but you can't see whether or not it is from that replay. Oh, they might be in. All of a sudden, Sadio Mane this time. Oh, it's off the post. Well, he seems jinxed at the moment, does the Liverpool man. Idrissa Gueye trying to find Mane again, but it's easily intercepted by Houameb. Forward by Kouate. Diatta's just let that go, but it might work to his favour. He's trying to make his way around Houameb. He goes down. The referee is blown, and a yellow card comes out for the left back. Robust challenge. From Rian Houameb. And plays for Chippa United. And he certainly had a chip away there at the Senegalese man, and that was, you would have put everything you had on Sadio Mane finishing off that chance. Twice they've hit the woodwork now, Senegal, in the first 45 minutes. We're inside the last 30 seconds now of time added on, and the referee is busy looking at his watch, so we might get a little bit more time added on. Whilst Rian Houameb gets some time to reflect on that challenge on Diatta, who is receiving treatment. Wasn't the best challenge. It's fortunate that wasn't any further forward. As it is, it's a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area. Keita Balde just warming up behind that goal. And Crependiata seems to have shaken off the crunch in that tackle. It's going to be Idrissa Gana Gueye to take the free kick. Deep in injury time. Is there a chance for another Senegal goal? And he goes flashing back out the other side. The referee has a look at his watch, blows his whistle, and we have reached half-time with Senegal really bossing this encounter. First goal scored by Idrissa Gueye inside the first 10 minutes after Sadio Mane had had a go at scoring himself. And then Famara Diédhiou finished off a great counter-attack that was started off by Sadio Mane with the cross coming in from Ismaila Sarr at half-time here in Tees. It's Senegal 2, Namibia 0.
attention, t'es pas mouillé, hein. Salam alaikum, vous allez bien?
Well, welcome back to the Stade Lat Dior here in Tees, where Senegal are leading by 2-0. They're just coming back out onto the pitch from the subterranean entrance. In command of the first half. Things could have been very different, though, Hanaib. Loose pass back, being pounced upon better by Elmo Kimbundi, who knows how to feel and knows what it's like to score against this Senegal side. But unfortunately for him, he just fell over when it was passed to him by Peter Chalolile. We're going to see a couple of substitutions for the second half. On comes Willie Stefanus. The number 8, and Larry Harib as well is also coming on. Absalam Imbondi, one of those to make way. Goals in the first half scored after 10 minutes by Idrissa Gueye, and then after 38 minutes by Famara Djurju. And that is the difference at the moment. Is there any way for Namibia to be able to craft a way back into this game? Or is it going to be an exercise in damage limitation from here on in? The other man to come off then is the right back, Ivan Kamberiba. Here comes Sa, who set up the second goal, approaching half-time. These two will meet each other again in 5 days. As Idrissa Sa comes in, can never trust him to come up with something. Oh, it's just gone wide. Deflected effort coming through there. An early chance to increase the damage further. Saliou Ciss almost managing to create something there. Looking for his first international goal. Oh dear, we're going to have a substitution by the looks of it. Crepin Diatta. Quite sure which bit of his leg he's actually holding on to. Well, only a minute into the second half, and they need a stretcher to get him off, or do they? Well, that's a shame for the Monaco man. And he's going to go off by the shortest route. 20-odd caps for Crepin Diatta. There's no further part for the 22-year-old to play in this game, and suddenly Senegal having to rejig very quickly at the beginning of this half. Keita Balde, who we saw warming up towards the end of the first half, is suddenly having to warm up a lot faster. He hasn't even got his shirt on yet. Well, that won't please Niko Kovac that much when he heads home with an injury. The coach of Monaco. Here we go then, it's taken by Idrissa Gueye. Back in by the Paris Saint-Germain man, but it's very hard for anybody to do anything with that. Abdou Diallo, his PSG teammate, was the nearest to it, but it's going to be a free kick though to the hosts. Foul on Bouna Sarr. He must be enjoying his Senegal debut relatively well, with his side 2-0 in front. So Keita Balde. Ready to come on, but he'll have to wait. The Italian-based forward, whilst we get on with this free kick, which Idrissa Gueye Ghana will take. Or will we? More delay. So then the switch is officially made then, and Keita Balde and Cagliari comes on. With almost 5 minutes gone of the second half. Ball comes in then, and he nearly gets a shot straight away. Back to Sadio Mane at the near post. Shot into the middle. Mane again. Oh, and that's a mess, and it's a corner. Not quite what the captain, Peter Chalalile, was anticipating. Corner's taken quickly. Mane goes down the line. They wanted offside. Mane's got past one defender. Great ball in, and it's over the top from the new man on. Keita Balde almost making an immediate effect. Well, Sadio Mane is such a slippery character to get the ball off of. Lovely ball into the middle. And just got underneath it. Did the substitute. Here they come again with Mane. Goes up against Charles Hambira, who gets the better of him this time and gives away a throw-in. Minutes gone, no change in the scoreline at the moment, but the attack has become even more relentless from the home side. It's good play. Aliou Cisse doesn't quite have it anymore like he used to. However, he's putting together a superb team. There he is at the bottom of your screen. Attempted break here from Namibia. Was their substitute who was trying to break through that time, but there were two men looking after Willie Stefanos. End-to-end stuff all of a sudden. Keita Balde the provider this time, but it's gone behind. Stefanos again. Just too far away. And Elmo Kimbundi couldn't keep up with it, or catch up with it. And it was an ambitious move tonight by Bobby Samaria, who decided to stick with two front men. It worked well against Togo in the last game, and it might have worked better in the first half had Kimbundu not fallen over when he was presented with a really good opportunity by his captain. That really was their chance, and from there on in, Senegal have taken command completely. Is there any way into it again, though, for them? Stefanos trying to make his impact as a substitute. He's already hit possession of the ball several times since he came on in the last 5 minutes. Keita Balde's lost it to the Namibian captain, Peter Chalalile. And that is easily dealt with by Aliou Cisse. Here's Gay. Sadio Mane's got away with that one. The tackle by Wesley Kajiteo. That's the scoreline at the moment, but not quite sure where the bad blood appeared from for this. Trying to get Sadio Mane to go forward is Famara Diodou. Here is Sadio Mane. He's beaten two men, made that three. Looking for the goal. Oh, that's brilliant from Sadio Mane. Well, he had a few chances in the first half, but you can't keep quality down. And the 2,000 Senegalese fans beaming with pride. Sadio Mane finally gets his goal. And Senegal have a 3-0 lead. It's going to be 3 wins from 3 for Senegal. And Namibia now will be feeling a bit nervous. They could be onto a hiding tonight against this Senegalese side, who are in the mood. Well, it was great run. He beats two men. He then takes on another, gets it onto his left foot, sees the goal. And there's no way that Virgil Vries is stopping that. And Sadio Mane, such a loyal contributor to his country. His 26th goal in his 78th appearance since his debut back in 2012. And he'll be able to enjoy that when he goes back. He scored in all three of their qualifiers so far, and he keeps that scoring run going. Shows strength, shows touch, shows awareness, makes the space for himself, and the Namibian defenders are just not good enough to stop him. Ten minutes gone into the second half, and Senegal leading by 3-0. The points already looking more than safe. It means that after the 1-1 draw that we saw earlier on, as Namibia tried to engineer a chance, could be a chance here for Namibia, and it's just gone over. Well, there was the opportunity. Elmo Kimbindu again with the opportunity to strike it home past Edouard Mendy, but he couldn't keep it down. To go back to what I was saying, this victory coupled with the draw earlier in the evening between Congo and Togo means that one more victory against tonight's opposition in 5 days' time, and Senegal will have already booked their place in the next round. Ismaila Sarr hooks it to the far side, and it's Keita Balde who arrives looking for the spectacular volley. Well, they can afford to do a little bit of showboating now. This game has really been put to bed. Needed to just wait for that to come down a little bit more. The idea was looking pretty good. Here comes Namibia now. It's all out attack from them, and Edouard Mendy is needed finally, and again to save it from Dion Hotto. And all of a sudden, Namibia have woken up. Great run down the far side by Shalalile. It was saved the first time, and then I think it hits Eduardo Mendy's head. Well, he knew a lot about the first save, not quite sure how much he knew about the second. But he's had almost nothing to do in the game, and that's what great keepers do. They are always ready for when they're needed. This was the goal, though, from Sadio Mane. Nothing that the Namibia goalkeeper could do about that. Well, he's been in terrific form, Sadio Mane, this season, and he's brought that with him into African qualifying for the World Cup. Well, the Senegalese supporters having a party and enjoying their evening. Namibia just trying to dampen the celebrations somewhat. They have a corner. Hotto's going to take it. Well, he didn't really get hold of it. Rather shanked it, but it'll be another corner. Taken a bit shorter and not taken well. It's going to be a free kick. And a yellow card is coming out as well for Elmo Kimbundu. So so it's not been a happy 5 minutes for him. Missed a great chance to pull it back in terms of the deficit. And now a yellow card, joining Rian Hanamub in the referee's little notebook. Mendy seems to have recovered and gets us back underway again. An hour gone. Senegal 3, Namibia 0. Senegal looking bound for the third round of qualifying. They've got 1 foot in there. The next match day could see them get both feet in. This is good. Hotto. Again, dangerous ball into the middle. And it's completely missed by Wesley Katajeo. Picked up by the centre-back, Gebhardt. Well, Namibia not seemingly quite as out of it as we thought. But they just can't get their composure when it's needed, when they're inside the box. Comfortable chest down to Edouard Mendy. He had a fabulous first season for Chelsea, resulting in a Champions League medal for him. Didn't quite work out for the Blues in the Premier League, but they've started off the new campaign in good form. Trezeguet feeds it out to Keita Balde. No way through. Balde trying to feed it through to Sadio Mane again, but couldn't feed it past the defender. Hit the referee, so off we go again with play. Ooh, that's given Abdou Diallo a little bit of work that he wasn't anticipating. Into the middle by Cis. Bira feeds it out wide to Hamamub. Trying to feed it up the line, but a lot of this Senegal side, they play in Europe and they play in some of the biggest clubs, and so when they don't have the ball, you see the difference as much as when they do. Terrific at closing down the play and retrieving possession. Nicely done. Here comes Bouna Sarr, the Bayern Munich man, looking for Keita Balde. Trezeguet knew that there was nothing going to happen there, so he fed it back to Cis. However, that's all petered out into nothing, but well, Trezeguet was going to play the ball, but the referee's already blown for a free kick, which Namibia have taken quickly. Shalalile has got men free. Oh, that is not the ball that was required. 2 men free, and he was too soft with the pass to find any of them. Bouna Sarr fouled by Denzel Hawaseb. Gay, nice ball over the top, and there could be a chance here. Sadio Mane's got possession of it, and it's gone wide. Can you believe it? Oh, did everything right. He almost looked too casual, but he always looks casual. He could have had 4 goals today. Sadio Mane on a different night. Here comes Shalalile. Good work by Abdou Diallo. However, not such good work. The Paris Saint-Germain man has been penalised for a foul on the edge of the area. Dangerous. It's very close to the edge of the area, but it's slightly to the side, which helps. Rian Hanamub barking out the instructions. Edouard Mendy getting his wall organised. 25 minutes to go. Hanamub or Hotto? That's the choice. Still deciding the tactics. How are they going to take this? Oh, we'll take this free kick eventually. Hanamub looks like he's going to take it. Rian Hanamub shoots and it hits somebody behind the wall. The fullback will retrieve it, sends the ball back in again, and the header straight into the arms of Edouard Mendy, who distributes quickly. Wanted to distribute long, but there was nobody on. That's nice, though. Ismaila Sarr. Good control from the big Watford front man. Spread out by Kouyaté. Suddenly, Senegal in the mood to keep the ball again. I've seen Namibia have a mini revival. Sis, nice play to get past Hotto, but he's going backwards. High pressing coming from Namibia all of a sudden. Makes you wonder why they weren't doing this earlier. Forward by the skipper Koulibaly. Given the ball away, though, and Namibia launch another attack. Better ball this time. Was a better ball, but it wasn't much of a header from Willy Stefanos. Stefanos again, spreads it out wide and goes forward into the box. In by Rian Hanamub again, but too hard, too strong, and out the back of the penalty area. Picked up by Saliou Ciss, who feeds it forwards to Sarr. Sarr is having his shirt hung onto by Stefanos. Forward by the skipper Koulibaly into the path of Bouna Sarr. Idrissa Gueye finds Sarr again. There's nobody near Senegal as they come across the halfway line. Ciss back inside to the midfield dynamo that is Idrissa Gueye. Mane forward. Keita Balde surrounded by blue shirts, so they come down the right-hand side instead. Bouna Sarr now looking to run down that wing and getting well tackled. Thus tackling himself, but he's penalised. Good work there by Willy Stefanos, the substitute. It's going to be another substitution before we get play underway again. So that's it then for Elmo Kambindi. He is going to be replaced by Jocelyn Kamatuka. Jocelyn Kamatuka, a 30-year-old midfielder who is in his second season with Baroka in the top flight of South African football, like a number of this Namibian side are. coming off. He's on a yellow card already. No goal against the Senegalese this time then for the Namibian centre forward. It's a bit too far in front of Ismaila Sarr to catch up with. Minutes to go. Senegal still leading by 3-0 and game managing this relatively well, although Namibia have suddenly decided they would like to play football and have almost engineered some really decent chances. They've had a couple of half chances that they really needed to make more of. 2 substitutions then for Senegal coming up. That's it then for the former skipper, Cheku Koate. He comes off. Amadou Diallo is going to come on, and Namfalis Mendy as well will join him. And that's it for the goal scorer as well, for Mara Diédhiou, who scored the 2nd goal with that fine header from the cross by Sarr. Yellow card coming out therefore Ismaila Sarr. We've taken off one man with a card and now got another one. Straight away picking up a caution. And Namibia on the attack once more. Much more dynamic in the last 10 minutes, but there's nobody in the box. They didn't commit men forward. There is a nervousness here about the fact that they are 3-0 down already. It wouldn't take very much to turn this into a horror show for Namibia up against this classy Senegal side, and they're trying to weigh that up against trying to get back into it, or at least get a goal. Hotto dispossessed. Sagana Gay passes a little bit out, and shot goes wide there from Denzel Howaseb, the midfielder. Bamba Dieng looks like he's warming up, and meanwhile his teammates are attacking. Sadio Mane has got himself a corner. Racing up against the central defender Ananias Gebhardt, who just got the final touch at the last moment. Sadio Mane maybe thinking about taking this short. Is taken short. Decent ball in. Mane tries to get there. It's a half-hearted attempt where he saw the Namibian was going to kick him if he followed through with that. Clearances are completed by the midfielder Denzel Howaseb. Senegal, though, coming back into it. And Abu Diallo, half volleys wide. Diallo has only scored once for the national side. relative newcomer to the Senegal outfit. Paris Saint-Germain man, at the age of 25. Idrissa Gueye, his PSG teammate, who has been around for a lot longer in this Lions of Teranga setup. Here comes Bouna Sarr, determined work, comes in, chance here for Sadio Mane. He's trying to set up his Malia Sarr, but the pass was not accurate enough. And the clearance is made. Well, it was all there. Just couldn't quite find the direction on the pass. Oh, and a shot, and there is a possibility of a goal, and there is a goal. Namibia have shocked Senegal. And they are going crazy on the sideline. Jocelyn Kamatuka, who's only just come on, quite how much he knew about that in the end as he bundled it across the line. But that is a real fillip for Namibia. They deserve that with all of the play that they've had in the last few minutes. Well, the two substitutes combining Willy Stefanos with the shot that was well saved by Edouard Mendy, but following up was Jocelyn Kamatuka to make it 3-1 as we head into the last part of this game. Something for the Namibians to take back home for the second leg. Say home, it'll be South Africa, likely. Namibia regarded as one of those countries that doesn't have stadia that meets the international standards set by CAF. Well, it was a great shot, and well, Mendy saves it, and maybe he might have done a little better with that. So, there we go. Back to a 2-goal deficit then. Taken from the wrong place. Well, that goal by Sadio Mane looking even more valuable now. Now, what can Namibia do from here? Can they keep this going? Captain Peter Shalalile feeds it inside. Sis makes the challenge. Larry Harib was the man that was the intended target. Senegal just need to make sure that they don't take their foot off the gas too much. It's very hard to change momentum in football once you let it go yourself. You're in total control. You haven't exactly lost control yet. But with 11.5 minutes to go, it's not quite as comfortable as it once looked. This Namibia side looking more and more comfortable in possession and more comfortable in coming forward. More ambitious. Gebhardt has moved well into midfield now from his centre-back position that he was holding earlier on. As Namibia push further and further, trying to get something back again. One more goal, and the next part of the game, the last part of the game, becomes very interesting. Bouna Sarr taking that ball out. Through to Mendy. Francis. National turn by Ismail Assar, but he turned into the goal scorer, Kamatuka, and goes down as a result. Well, Watford supporters will be holding their breath at the moment. Been at the club now for 2 seasons. This is his 3rd. Came up with them. He was with them when they were in the Premier League the last time. Having moved there from Rennes, he was relegated with them, stayed with the club, came back up with them. 13 goals in their promotion campaign. 4 goals this season in his 7 matches in the Premier League again. He's having his best season in the Premier League. He only scored 5 in the 28 games that he played the last time that Watford were up in England's elite. He's finding it a much easier task this time, the 23-year-old. Again, Namibia trying the quicker counter. They're getting a lot of joy down that left-hand side. In the second half, that is not good from Mendy, and there's a real chance here. Surely they're not going to throw this away. They are. How have Namibia not scored there? Dion Hotto holding his head in his hands, squaring the ball instead of shooting. And has the chance to come back, gone with that. Good tackle. Keita Balde left on the deck. Here comes Willie Stefanos. Another good ball, and here's the captain, Shalalile! Well, the chances are coming thick and fast now for the visitors. In danger of being the party poopers. Bobby Samira will be very happy with the way they've reacted and wonder how on earth they've managed to get themselves into this losing position to start with. They played like this from the beginning, albeit that Senegal have relaxed. And Senegal a little bit fortunate at the moment that they are, well, it's not 3-3. It could have easily been. Willie Katajiteo comes off, and Marlin Papama comes on to replace him. The 25-year-old midfielder. Oh, that's short. Mendy gets rid of it, only as far as Shalalile. Picked up by Hotto. Hotto races towards the defence, but he can't replicate what happened at the other end through Sadio Mane. And here is the Liverpool man, still up. Good ball in, and surely this is going to put it to bed. Keita Balde with the finish at the far post. And surely this time, Namibia's resistance has been finished off. Well, the first half was brilliant. The second half has been a little bit shaky, but they're getting there in the end. And those chances now missed by Namibia looking extremely expensive. Keita Balde set up here by a determined run down the left-hand side by Sadio Mane. It could have been converted by Diallo, but instead it was the other substitute, Balde, who was there to make it 4-1. Points in the bag, surely this time. No coming back from this for the Brave Warriors. Well over 30 caps now, Keita Balde. Half a dozen goals as a return for that investment by his coach. we head towards the last 5 minutes. Ismail Sarr, I think, needs a break as much as anything else. He's done a lot of running down the left-hand side. Wasn't a terrific challenge, though, by Dynamo Fredericks. Given away again in midfield. They've been guilty of that a lot in the last 20 minutes of this second half. Of Senegal, Keita Balde will be judged to have fouled his man. Another good ball again, and another free man in the box. Edouard Mendy with an easy save. But again, there are plenty of questions to be asked of this Senegal side. Against a better side than Namibia, they might have been in big trouble. Namibia's lack of quality in front of goal has cost them dear. They hardly got a sniff of a chance in the first half, but they've carved over plenty of chances in the second. Certainly enough to have made this a very different scenario. The difference between the two sides has been Senegal have taken more of the chances that have come their way, but they've been also fairly profligate in the way that they have passed up good scoring chances as well. Ball by Hammamoud. Senegal edging towards a position whereby they will be able to qualify for the next round with 2 games to go. Everybody else in the group doing their utmost to ensure that the Lions of Teranga have a comfortable route through to the last obstacle before reaching the World Cup itself. Dieng is on. Frodo Ballatore, I think, is coming on as well. Ismail Sarr is coming off. On comes Dieng then. Queen's Park Rangers man, plays in second tier of the English football pyramid, 26 years old, who was born in Zurich in Switzerland. But a Senegalese parentage and qualifies. Saliou Ciss has had a good game at full-back. He comes off, and Frodo Ballatore comes on to replace him. Formerly of Monaco. Just started playing for a new club in Italy at AC Milan. Oh, and they've given the ball away again. Namibia, another chance to come into the box, and it could be a second goal, and it goes wide from Hotto, and it's offside in any case. Senegal, though, suddenly have gone from being really tight at the back in the first half to porous in the second. It's almost like their minds have just moved on. They're no longer concentrating on this game. mustn't fall into the trap of thinking that they've already qualified. There is still work to be done. Dieng unable to collect it. He's just wide from the new man on. Well, Dieng has been showing such good form for Marseille this season. Although not recently. Marseille started off like a house on fire to the Ligue 1 season, but have just gone backwards a little bit. But their 21-year-old striker was in good scoring touch earlier on in the season. Jorge Sampaoli's side, though, in a little bit of trouble recently. Here it comes. Senegal again, though. And a corner has been earned by Mahamadou Diallo. I thought a corner had been earned. It was a goal kick in the end. 3 minutes of time added on then at the end of this game at the Stade Lat Dior. One of the goal scorers, Keita Balde, on the ball now. Feeds it back into the path of Foda Ballo-Touré. Free kick to Namibia. Senegal sort of drifting towards the end of this. Poto couldn't pass it down the line. It was offside there for Kamatuka if he'd done that. Just came back to an onside position in time to receive it. No way through for Pampana. Stefanos feeds it out wide again to Kamatuka. Dangerous ball in, but it was well dealt with this time. Retrieved by Herab. That's a great ball in, and a good header from the captain Koulibaly. And a late corner to Namibia. They're looking a bit tired now at the back, these Senegalese. Here it comes. Aeneas Gibbert unable to get higher than his opposite number. Koulibaly has given away another corner kick. We're at the end of the 3 minutes. Last chance here for Namibia to register another goal, and that is going to be it. Surely. Final whistle goes, and Senegal take it 3 wins out of 3. They have 1 foot in the 3rd round of World Cup qualifying here in the Africa zone. It started off with Idrissa Gueye in the 10th minute. Famara Diédhiou scored just before half-time, before 2 more goals in the second half from Sadio Mane and Keita Balde. However, Jocelyn Kamatuka scored when it was 3-0 to make it semi-interesting. But in the end, Senegal were just too good, too clinical, and they have taken this one by 4 goals to 1. Aliou Cisse will be pleased with the attack, although they did allow a lot of the chances to escape them, but he will not be so pleased with the way that their team allowed Namibia to come into the game. They barely had an opportunity in the first half, but they had plenty of opportunities in the second, and it could have been a very different scenario had they taken a couple of them. In the end, though, they have to move on and head back for what will be their nominated home game in 5 days' time. 3 days' time, excuse me. And with Congo and Togo drawing 1-1 in the earlier game, well, the path is really opened up now for Senegal to make it through to another, well, at least book another chance to get through to another World Cup. They're regarded as one of the heavyweights of African football at the moment. You'll need to play a little better than that, though, against some of the other heavyweights later in the competition. But at the moment, they're doing everything they need to, and they are in control of their own destiny. Well, thanks for having joined us on another exciting day of World Cup qualifying action from the Africa zone. Steps forward made by Tunisia and by Senegal, led by that man there, Sadio Mane. A goal and an assist. There is the table then. Senegal on maximum points. One more win and they are through to the next round. That's it from me. Good night. See you again soon.